Is this going to be the mukbang episode or no?
Why? Who's eating? You don't have any food in front of you for once.
What the fuck, man? All right, Tory, say something.
Remember when we were supposed to have a podcast? Podcast. Hello, welcome to the LEM'n'TEA podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
We're at episode 22 now.
I don't know about you.
But I'm feeling 22.
Maybe that's an episode title. Who knows?
Ooh, maybe.
Who knows? Hello, Wonho.
Hello, Wonho. Oh my God. All right, this isn't Tory's K-pop corner yet, but Wonho's enlisting in the South Korean military next week. It'll be this week by the time that the episode comes out on December 5th. So.
Heavy sigh.
Yeah.
Heavier heart.
But if they just let him be the Captain Korea he is, he could probably just end the conflict.
Forever.
Have you seen him? He's buff. Thick.
Yeah. He does look like a thick boy. Thick boy.
So, but anyway, I just want to bring that up because now every time I say hello and goodbye to Wonho, it'll be a little more sad until almost 2 years from now when he comes back.
I'll ask questions at the relevant part of the show.
Sure.
So I'll save my questions for then.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
it's a little bit sad. So
yeah, it is. But anyway, so I'm T. This is Lem. We make up lemon tea in that reverse order.
Yeah, true.
And
those are facts.
Those are facts. And we're now in the full swing of the month of Christmas. Yay! Merry Christmas.
Is it Christmas yet?
It's November.
Okay. And it's November
But
specifically
it's
after Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, and after
Okay.
Black Friday. Yep. So.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Thanksgiving. That was a thing that we did.
That is a thing that we did.
Yeah. How was your Thanksgiving?
I think it was pretty good.
Did you have ambrosia?
And maize.
And maize.
Oh.
Oh, that's some good ASMR for just the listeners. The out of context moan.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
That's one of my favorite Thanksgiving things.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we're talking about. I don't know if we talked about this last time for the last episode, but it's the Adult Swim sketch for The Pilgrims, starring Grum. It is from Tim and Eric. It is so stupid, and I love it.
It's very, very stupid. I think so. Real quick, while we're on The Pilgrims, my favorite part of that whole sketch is when Grum is at the very beginning. And there's a guy interviewing him, like a real person, right?
Oh my God, that guy! I feel so awkward from him.
His laugh,
which is good.
That he does. So he's interviewing Grum for the movie, which isn't real. And he's looking and asking a question. The camera pans over to where Grum is supposed to be sitting because he's there.
Oh yeah.
Digitally, but for the first second and a half, 2 seconds, he's not there because they haven't animated him. Yeah. It's like one of the perfect details of like a low budget animated film or whatever.
Oh my God, yeah. It's
very funny.
It's brilliant. It's for intellectuals, the same way that Rick and Morty is.
What are all those clowns doing there?
Those aren't clowns.
Clouds.
They're Indian.
Those are Indians.
Oh, so anyway, it's a stupid sketch, but if you have like a minute and 12 seconds to spare, your life will be transformed.
Definitely worth it. I highly rate it.
So anyway, but that aside, so your Thanksgiving was kind of you had 2 Thanksgivings. You lucky duck.
It was very full.
I bet, yeah.
So we have my mom. We have Ashley's father and her like stepmom and her siblings and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we have her stepfather's side of the family that likes to have us around as well.
Yeah, so 2 separate ones.
It's really nice to be wanted, obviously. Like, I'm not complaining about that, but it does get kind of crazy, man, when you have to do like more than one.
Yeah.
And then traveling always kind of sucks with 2 little kids because,
yeah,
you know, they're young. They don't know how to hang.
I mean, at least they can carry themselves. You don't have to like carry them around as much.
I did that night just because they were like, our legs don't work.
Oh, it's really great when both of them say their legs don't work.
Right.
Perfect.
I know. But yeah, so the first one was with Ashley's father.
Mm-hmm.
And
your mom.
My mom.
Yeah. Your family's important in this too.
Yeah. So we had that Thanksgiving. Her stepmother was there. Her 2 siblings. Mm-hmm. You know, they were able to play with our kids.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We didn't make anything this year.
No.
We just basically bought everything from.
I mean, that's kind of, well, especially for you where you're also having to do 2 Thanksgivings anyway. Yeah. It's kind of the way to go.
That's kind of like what I said. I was like, if we were doing one, I'd put more effort into it. And it's not like I didn't want to have a good Thanksgiving. I just didn't want to fucking have to
cook so much.
It's a pain in the ass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking a turkey is a pain in the fucking ass.
It's like a whole day process.
It is. And you know what? It doesn't take even that long to cook it, but it's like getting everything just perfect so it's like moist and juicy and just not tasting like dried like fucking bark, like tree bark.
Like Marjorie Taylor Greene's
Oh my
turkey.
God.
Don't know if y'all saw Marjorie Taylor Greene's turkey, but oh boy.
Something was very wrong in that house. That turkey needed an exorcism.
You know, it's when you say that, my first thought is again, or that's probably a common occurrence in her house. But anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, well, politics on my side for Thanksgiving never came up, so
thank God.
I'm like, I've got it repressed in me to talk about something political, and it's about Marjorie Taylor Greene's disgusting, pale, like barren ass looking turkey. Like, it's just so, I'd never seen a turkey look like that.
It was so bad.
On accident, I'm assuming. I don't know.
No, I think that was completely like, I think that was what she thought was good.
Maybe it's afterwards they put like 80% stuffing in it or something.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yum! Dude. Delicious! So good!
Have you ever seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
I have not. I know bits and pieces of it, but
there's a really famous bit in that movie where like he's about to carve into the turkey and it like explodes open.
Oh, that I know.
That's kind of like what it reminded me of.
Except it was already exploded.
The legs of the turkey were like missing meat. Like missing parts of it. What the fuck was wrong with that thing?
Welcome to the LEM'n'TEA podcast, where we dissect a photo of a politician's sad turkey.
You know what? She's an awful fucking person, and so she deserves every bit of it.
Woo! And there you go. And that's on period.
Yeah, exactly.
So you had a fun carting around of children Thanksgiving time.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. We went over to my wife's. Not stepfather's father's house.
Oh, okay.
And we had a second Thanksgiving there, which I didn't really eat a whole lot because I was pretty full from the first one.
Yeah.
Where I ate like several times.
Perfect. That's what you're supposed to do on Thanksgiving.
It's a gorgeous self holiday.
That and watch the dog show.
I missed it.
I did too. I saw who the winner was.
I usually watch it after the parade. So
it was a little French bulldog. It was so cute. Can't believe I missed it. I don't remember.
Damn it.
I'll have to look it up.
Damn it.
I was trying not to. I really was trying to prepare ahead this time, y'all. I have tabs up.
I know.
Y'all. So
you got it down. It's fine. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. There was only one political moment, which was pretty funny. But other than that, there was like not a lot of stuff going on. Plus, I kind of like wasn't feeling my best that day. So I was kind of like in the corner of a room that was kind of adjacent to the main area.
The winner is a French bulldog named Winston, which is an adorable name for a French bulldog.
That's fuck. Because I was gonna say Winston, and do you want to know why?
No, why? Yeah.
Because of Bluey.
Is there a character named Winston?
Mm-hmm. And I think he's a bulldog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Aw.
And he says something like, "I'm a very loyal breed" or something like that.
Aw. And now an award-winning breed.
Look at that.
How about that?
Worlds collide.
Yeah.
But anyways, how was your Thanksgiving? What happened? Did it start early?
I want to preface this by saying I've been with my husband for 12 years, married for 4 years. Mm-hmm. Like, this is just how kind of we operate. When he really like needs to plan something, he can do it, but for the 90% of the time where he is wanting to plan something, it's never planned.
Never.
There's a very, very loose plan, and then you ask him a detail, he says, "Oh, I hadn't thought of that yet." So anyway,
so what you're saying is the fire wasn't the only occasion that's happened.
Fire festival, the turkey reckoning. So every year we alternate between families. So this year we were going up to see his family. He wanted to go see family in one town. And then he told me what time he wanted to stay there till. And then when I was there, I was like, so you want to get going soon? He said, well, I was going to stay here for 2 hours longer than what he had told me before.
Sure.
And thought he had told me. And then we went to go see his Nana. But he forgot what nursing home she was at. And then his family lives in Maine, so we drove 3 hours north to Maine. And everything kind of went smooth sailing there. The second we got there at really good timing because like the food had already just been finished. Like everything was just coming out very hot and stuff. And immediately Josh goes and just picks at food. And I'm trying to be like, say hi to your family you haven't seen for like a little while.
Hi.
And his mom's just like, no, we're used to this. This always happens. Like,
we're used to this.
I'm like, all right. So yeah, no, it was good. I normally, his family is very Italian, and I don't know if I talked about this last episode, but like they do the whole stuffed shell, sort of like Italian dessert sort of thing. And that was not the case. And in fact, this year, and in fact, his aunt, who usually makes the stuffed shells, was talking about how much she hated making the stuffed shells. God. So I had a regular Caucasian Thanksgiving. I mean, Italians are Caucasian too, depending on who you ask.
POCs. People of carbonara. I didn't make that up.
Pizzas of color. But yeah, so it was a pretty standard fare one. I made friends with the dog. It was a really nice time. Yeah.
With the dog? The dog was named what again?
Darby. He was a beagle. Oh my God.
Terrence Trent Darby. What?
So anyway, I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. At the very least, hope you stayed out of any political, social, economic frays with family and had a lot of good food. And leftovers for days, which is always the best part. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love leftovers.
Yes. Manja.
Manja.
And now we're on to Christmas. I knew it was Christmas time because the Thanksgiving Day parade, Mariah Carey came out, and I was like, now it is Christmas.
Ushering in the season.
Also, there was some whole big, like, people were making fun of her because of, like, supposedly she was just lip syncing really badly to All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I mean, they're all lip syncing.
Do you know how many times she's probably performed that freaking song and she's standing out in the cold, like,
it's not only that, but nobody sings live in that show because that cannot go wrong. Like,
right. It's good to have a backup of stuff. When I watched, I didn't think it was badly lip synced. I don't know.
If it's badly lip synced,
whatever.
She's there, man. She's at the parade.
You should be lucky to be witnessing her. Yeah.
Okay. You get to see her in the same way that Nick Cannon.
Shit. I was just gonna say.
Shit.
No. Go ahead. Finish it.
No.
All right.
In the same way Nick Cannons are.
She is a survivor. She got away from Nick Cannon unscathed.
And his crazy sex cult.
Which we're not talking about. I don't know how many kids he has. I don't know how many mothers there are. I don't care anymore.
It's annoying.
I just think there's a double standard with it all. That's all.
There is a double standard. We talked about this. Like,
whatever.
Men can go off into their like 70s and 80s still having kids, and women
can't apparently.
One they can't, or they shouldn't, or like all the burdens placed on them, and
anyway,
the aftermath. So,
but yeah, so he better hope that Masked Singer gig pays a lot of money. But anyway.
Yeah, Nick Cannon.
Yeah,
sucks.
So Mariah Carey ushered in Christmas time.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay.
Did you or are you planning to do any Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal stuff? Or?
Cyber Monday for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to actually want to get a removable SD card, or not SD card, like portable SD thing.
Okay. Like a memory card?
It's not a memory card. It's like a bigger device usually.
Oh.
Because my computer is running out of space.
portable. Oh my god.
Sorry, not SD. SSD.
Okay.
A portable solid state drive.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
we get there eventually, you guys.
Right. So portable SSD because my computer's running out of space and I have a lot of space on there for the videos that we make. They take up a lot of space, so I want to make sure they're in one place and I'm there.
Good idea. Yeah, I've done that with my stuff as well. So.
Yes, ma'am. How about you?
I feel like I have like 60% of my Christmas shopping done already.
That's insane.
So it just the trick is just to go throughout the year and either buy stuff or formulate ideas. Like I have a note thing written in my notes app for any time someone's like, I like this thing, and I'm like, write that down.
I have the same thing going on. So
because I will forget. I'm sorry, I can't remember what scent candle you like the best. I need to write this down. So
that's a good habit to have.
There's some people, it's mainly the men in my family, and it's stereotypical, but it's really true, like, are so hard to shop for. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, yeah, whatever, I'll take, I don't really need anything. It's like, okay, well, it's Christmas, so you're getting something. Please tell me what you want.
Tell me before I get you some shit that you don't want.
And then I feel bad because, like, on one side, like, my mom gets, like, she asks for things. So, like, she'll get hyper-specific things because she asked for them. Or sometimes, as a tradition in my household.
She buys it for herself?
Yeah. And I do that, too. I bought things for myself and given them to Josh and been like, give this to me on Christmas. I won't remember it.
I won't remember it.
Really, I won't. I'm like, oh, my God, I forgot I got that.
Yay!
It's fun. Some of my mom's instilled that in me. And so she'll get really specific things. Like, she told me, like, the exact kind of size pots that she wants, like copper pots or whatever. Like, very specific. Meanwhile, my dad's just like so not at all specific that when I get him just like plain shirts or different kinds of beef jerky or stuff like it's like seems so, I don't know, impersonal or whatever by comparison. So
here is that Hanes t-shirt.
So again, not to stereotype, but sometimes men seem like a lot harder to shop for than women. But
yeah, I've always been kind of horrible with the fact that like I'm not good at it things that people like.
Yeah.
So I have also started writing things down for like the past year or like year and a half, and it does help.
Subsequently, for my own self, when somebody asks me this, I have a ton of stuff in my Amazon Save for Later cart.
Smart.
So either if I really want to buy it myself, which sometimes ends up happening, or if someone asks me what I want, I'm like, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because usually I just buy stuff for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Smart idea.
So for those of you like me who have trouble remembering literally basic anythings, use a list. Your phone is your friend. Also an Amazon cart, because that's a good thing for Amazon, I guess. Amazon, when you're here, you're shopping.
Excuse me. All right. So Christmas is around the corner.
We'll definitely talk more about Christmas for our last episode of the year, which is exciting.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Not the last one.
Yeah. No?
No.
Oh, okay. Second to last one.
Yes.
Because soon it will be our 1 year anniversary of the show.
The last one will be... Oh, yeah, wait. Fuck, I was wrong.
We planned this stuff out, you guys.
I forgot about the fucking 1 year. All right, so next one's in 1 year, and then the other one is probably like Christmas shit.
Yeah.
Damn it, you're right.
Either way, it'll be a celebratory thing.
It will be celebratory in every way possible.
But probably again in this episode, and also the next episode will be Christmas talk still again. So
Ganja.
It's so, I don't know. It's so December's so ubiquitous with Christmas that like I can't help but talk about, even now when it's not December.
We can do Hanukkah stuff this year for me.
Oh my gosh, yes, because you found out from Ancestry that you have some Jewish lineage.
I do.
So
it's crazy. Wow.
That's very exciting. So we'll explore different heritages.
Now I'm really angry at Kanye. Shit.
Oh god. Wait, what do you do?
No, he's just anti-Semitic.
Oh, just in general. Yeah.
Just in general.
That hasn't changed. So
just kind of shifting gears a little bit. Something kind of unfortunate happened again. It's like a weekly curse.
Oh my god!
Like it's been 3 straight weeks in a row, and now a 4th.
We talked about this, like this sort of instance of haha. It comes up so much that we are talking about a celebrity dying.
Yeah.
Every episode. Oh my god! Yeah. So I don't have a Green Ranger shirt. He was the Black Ranger at one point, though, I think.
And Red Ranger.
Red, green, black, white. I think those were his colors.
Damn.
It was Jason David Frank. He died suddenly. He committed suicide at the age of 49. It was weird though, because there was no, like, usually TMZ's like, they kind of, they're an icky publication place, you know, whatever. They're hyper invasive into celebrity lives, but when they report death, they're usually the first, and they most times, unless it's like DMX or whatever, they're usually pretty accurate with that it's actually somebody dying. And even in the case of like DMX, he did die eventually. Like, they reported his death prematurely, and Jerry Lee Lewis too, or Jerry Lewis, or
but he actually really like. He died like either like the next day.
Yeah,
like
but they just reported it prematurely. You want to be accurate on your death day.
Yeah, you want.
So, but nobody was talking about him dying, and so it was sort of this weird couple of hours.
Somebody was talking about him dying, correct?
Walter E. Jones, who is actually the Black Ranger, original Black Ranger. He made like a post about it, but people weren't sure if he was making a post based on like these rando sites that were reporting that Jason had died. And then TMZ finally confirmed it. So
good Lord, man.
Yeah. So I said this to you before, but like, so this was kind of like my Kevin Conroy kind of like in the sense of it, of it being a prominent figure in like this franchise that, you know, I dressed up as for 3 years in a row on Halloween. Like, I love the Power Rangers, and I've fallen out of the Power Ranger, hemisphere for the newer ones, because I couldn't even tell you past a certain point what even there has been. But Tommy was a constant. Like I said, he was 5 different Power Rangers. He was the Red Ranger twice, I think, in different iterations. He's super attractive also. My mom loved him. Like, that would be the pretty much, if she was ever to watch it with me and my brother, the only reason she'd stay is to watch Tommy.
Jesus Christ.
My brother had one of his dagger that was also the flute.
The flute.
Such a cool toy.
Summon the Megazord.
Oh my God. Power Rangers had such cool toys too, man.
But that's primarily why it was made. To pimp toys.
Which is fair, but like, I know, because like the acting was not super great, but you know, it was what it was.
It was a kids TV show that was made
convinced.
To market toys.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, you were young, 5, 4, whatever.
But yeah. And then and the sadder part of it is that like Amy Jo Johnson, who was the Pink Ranger Kimberly, also the love interest of Tommy on Power Rangers, she's been on Instagram a couple times, and she's like been like crying. You know, it's like, it's a very sudden death. He took his own life, so obviously nobody expected it. And he, like, just last week was I've been learning, like Kevin Conroy, I've been learning more things about Jason after his death. Like, I guess post-COVID, he really wanted to help like small comic book businesses. So he would like be bopping around to different ones to do like signings and stuff. He was just doing that like last week the week before he died. And nobody had any like bad things to say about him as far as like a fan experience and stuff, that he was really personable. And I also forgot he was like a fighter, an MMA fighter at one point too. There was like MMA tributes happening. I was like, oh yeah, he did have a like legitimate and apparently like pretty good career as a fighter. So
it'll be sorely missed, right?
Yeah, it just I don't know. It always just sucks. Like, it does. Deaths that like that, you know, you can't help but kind of, I don't know, reflect on things. I know that in his personal life, he was going through a divorce that seemed like it was getting kind of nasty, but I don't know. You can never know what's really going on in someone's head if they don't say anything. And so it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he felt that low, and, you know, you don't know until it's too late sometimes. So
I know it's a touchy subject. For sure. And, nobody inspected it, as far as I know. Like, no one at all. Yeah.
So that's, luckily, that's the only like noteworthy person death that happened between the 2 episodes right now, that I can think of. But I don't know. It hurt, man. It sucked. My mom was bummed out too. So I don't know. I kind of didn't really realize how attached I still felt to the Power Ranger franchise until.
You never really do until they're
gone.
Until they're gone.
I say here with a Power Ranger shirt and Power Ranger socks, but whatever, it's fine. So
onlyfeet.com.
No, there's no. Damn it. All right, whatever, it's fine. Rip to the legend. Every time I see that on Twitter now, I know it's always 9 times out of 10 it's always somebody that like I know that I'm like, oh, I kind of liked them or whatever. Like it's always actually somebody who is a legend.
Did it say Rip the Legend this time too?
Yeah, Rip the Legend was trending, and then also his full name, which I forgot actually until I clicked on it, and then
Jason Lee Frank or something.
Jason David Frank, and then his abbreviations, which were JDF, was trending also. And now every time I see a celebrity trending, I'm like, oh no, are they dead? There was somebody who was just trending this afternoon, but who wasn't dead? Oh, Tina Turner. It was her birthday today.
Oh God.
But it was just Tina Turner, and now every time I see a celebrity name trending on Twitter, I'm like, oh no. Like it's never good in my mind. So I've been conditioned that way.
Damn.
So
well, Rip the Legend.
Rip
the Legend for sure.
It's morning time.
Oh, it's morning time's a great
morning time
episode title too. Sorry.
You're gonna exploit his death for an episode title? Because we've never done that before.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I might have to keep that up. Oh, can I say one thing?
Sure. Say, this is your show too. Say anything.
Okay. I didn't really know much about him after the show. I just knew he had like an MMA career and all that kind of stuff. So it didn't really affect me as much as it affected you. But geez, man, people loved fucking Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
They fucking loved him, man.
Yeah.
Like, he meant a lot to a lot of people. So
he, like I said, he was one of like the constants. I guess that's maybe also why I'm relating it to Kevin Conroy, because Kevin Conroy was the constant for any sort of Batman animated anything. So
pretty much.
And especially because like and you know, it is what it is, because a lot of companies and stuff are doing nostalgia grabs and stuff. So there have been a couple specials where he's reprised his role as Tommy for some sort of special episode. He had a cameo in the most recent Power Rangers live action movie, him and Amy Jo.
Shit.
So he still like was actively and proudly involved with the franchise too. So he is the constant, and that's who people think most of. I think probably besides Kimberly. He like
he loved being a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone that I've ever seen on that show loved being a Power Ranger more than him.
Well, I'm not to flex, but I met a couple of the Power Rangers in person.
Nice.
I met Walter E. Jones. And I mean, they seem pretty proud of it too. I met the original Red Ranger, Austin St. John, and then Karen Ashley, who was the second Yellow Ranger.
Right. After Trinity, right?
Yeah. There was some like horribly like, heartbreaking fan art people were doing of like Tommy and Trini.
I saw that.
Oh,
they were actually there was one that I saw that was it was like Power Rangers action figures arranged in a specific way. Like they were like Trini and Jason were like on a I don't know, like a set of stairs or something behind the cast.
It's amazing how people so quickly whip up these tribute art things. It's amazing,
dude, man. Like it meant a lot to a lot of people. It really did.
Yeah.
And he will be missed. Rip the legend.
Rip the legend.
We haven't said it enough.
No. Tying it back to Christmas wicked quick.
Yeah.
One of the most favorite Christmas things that I watch now that I know you watch too is Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa, which is a horrible, nightmarish looking animated 3D animated special that has the Black Ranger Walter E. Jones as the voice of the lead kid. And when I met him, I asked him about Rhapsody Street Kids, and he said, I only think I've been asked that once or twice before. I didn't realize, is it like become really popular now? Because it was just some sort of like one-off project that I did, and I didn't really think about, because the implication seemed to be that he had never even seen it either. You should look into
Rhapsody Street Kids,
the history of how it got made and everything. I would recommend the YouTuber Rebel Taxi. He has a good video about it was made in like kind of smarmy intentions, kind of, or it was made with like Scientology money, basically.
God.
It was. You should watch. Watch the mini docs on it. It's fascinating stuff.
I need to watch the mini doc. I'm actually pretty interested in how that happened.
It's fascinating. You got and you got so many famous voices in this show. Like you've got Jodie Benson and you got Mark Hamill, who literally would just do anything. Like I don't even like. Same with Walter. I don't think Mark even knows sometimes like what he signed up for. Like I don't know. And then it was one of the executive producers was Nancy Cartwright, who was the voice of Bart Simpson on The Simpsons.
Yeah, she's like a
and proud Scientologist.
Weirdo, right?
Yeah, she's a Scientologist.
She is a Scientologist. Okay.
So, but anyway, I don't want to give too much away, but like the history of it is so fascinating. And it is just a colossal, like if it was animated better, the voice acting is fine. It's just when you pair it with, it's okay. I think it's passable. It's some of the cuts and ways that they edit the audio is kind of like disjointed and weird, but like
the fucking part where that girl is like having this fucking soliloquy.
Her song, her solo song.
Like, it's so bad. It's so and in the animation, she like clips through shit.
Oh yeah.
She like, clips through like objects. Characters are always doing that. There's a character
it's just like sliding JPEGs.
They're just sliding across. They are animated, but it's so fucking poorly done.
For like the cars driving and stuff, though, that one is literally like just
like being dragged.
Yeah. So.
There's another song that's like I find really creepy. Mm. It's that fucking song at the end or like near the end where the girl with the glasses and the pigtails, she's like singing a song about Santa or some shit.
Oh, Daddy, don't you know something?
Oh my god, I hate that song. It's so weird.
And those are like kind of the only two real songs, I think. There's not a lot.
Jodie Benson was a voice of the Little Mermaid, right?
Yeah, she was.
Damn. And
so anyway, first watch Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa. It's on YouTube, I think, or Vimeo or something. Second, watch any mini doc, Rebel Taxi, whoever, about the way that it got made. It is wild. So anyway, awesome. Shout out to Walter E. Jones, who doesn't remember. That being like a big...
He doesn't remember or he doesn't want to?
Maybe he just doesn't put it on his resume, I guess. So whatever.
Like, you know what? I'm not putting Rhapsody Street Kids on this fucking
It's thing. On his IMDb. He can't escape now.
Damn it.
So, but anyway, tying it all back again, rest in peace, Jason David Frank.
Rip the legend.
Thank you for giving 5 iconic Power Ranger performances and giving my brother a cool toy that I always wanted. So. Yeah. So anyway.
Awesome. Oh, man.
Off to a rousing, happy
start. What? There's peaks and valleys, right?
Yes, there is.
So
yeah,
you got to take the good with the bad. And I know there's a lot of good and bad things that happen in the K-pop world.
Oh my god,
correct?
We're doing this already? Okay, all right.
Let's do it.
You guys, the K-pop world is in shambles. Shambles.
But wait. How could you start this up without introducing it properly? Please.
How am I introducing it?
I mean, what is the name of the segment?
Oh, right. So sorry. I was depressed about the state of the world.
I see that.
It's Tory's K-pop corner.
It's like Mortal Kombat you're doing.
I'll memorize it someday. Welcome. Hello. Hi. We're back already after we just talked about Wonho. We good stuff.
We good stuff.
We good stuff.
We good stuff.
We talked about Wonho enlisting on December 5th. Boo.
Okay, so in Korea, it is mandatory for
men
to have to enlist in the military.
Yes.
For a period of 2 years, correct?
The exact is usually a range of 18 to 22 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's never usually a full 2 years, but
okay. So,
but 2 years is obviously just easier to say. But
yeah. So over 1 year, less than one.
Yeah.
Over 1 year,
less than 2.
Less than 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is enlisting and going when?
December 5th.
December 5th.
Yeah. So.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. So this is the last time we can talk about him in the tense of him not being in the military, but
we'll just have to say hello to him every day or every time.
I know, my boy.
Keep him in our hearts, in our minds.
Yeah. So yeah, all Korean born males have to
sure.
serve in the military because they are next door neighbors with a psychopath with missiles. So
oh yeah,
that's why it's mandatory. And nearly every single Korean male has to do it.
Single one.
Yep. There's different branches. Usually the mandatory enlistment is between 18 and 31 years old. When you're the most able-bodied, so to speak. So yeah.
So he's doing that.
Yeah.
But before we say goodbye, Wonho, some stuff happened in the K-hop. K-hop.
I said hip hop.
K-hop is the name of a restaurant
yes,
around here.
It is.
In the K-pop world, correct?
Oh, so much. I'll skip over a couple. So one of the major ones, if you don't stand talent and you don't stand Luna, then what are you doing with your life? This is about Luna. One of the girls got booted. They quite literally said she got kicked out of Luna. So
why?
So like the basic gist of it is she was her personality is very bubbly and happy and very personable. Okay. So she was getting booked to do a lot of like variety show things, and her status with Luna has been very like the company's never made it clear like if she's still in the group or not. This has been for almost a year, I think. They've just been sort of vague and like
okay
that she's still in it, but she hasn't been like promoting with Luna. And so she got kicked out of the group because, according to them, she was found to be verbally abusive towards staff. And this company does not have a great track record with their staff anyway. I don't know much about Luna, but I guess a lot of people are saying that nearly every album that they produce, they get like new staff or whatever. And there's a lot of reports of them not being paid accordingly. So everybody's expecting. Oh, I should say the name who this is. Her name is Chu.
Chu. Pikachu.
So Chu is I think she's owed a lot of money too. Like I don't think she's been getting paid for any of the gigs that she's been doing. So everybody wants her to sue.
Sue Chu.
Yeah, I think the phrase is like Chu can sue it or whatever, because she's got a YouTube channel called Chu Can Do It.
Nice.
Yeah, and so immediately after her company accused her of being like verbally abusive to staff, like dozens of people she's worked with have come out and said no, she's not. Like dozens. Like
so what is the deal?
They're trying to like gaslight her and make her reputation bad because they don't.
The girls are, or
no, the company's trying to do that to Chu. They're lying, basically.
Has anyone else come out from the group and said, yeah, they're lying?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Really?
Not kind of vaguely. She
Spicy.
just said that she was like really. She said, I think her words were like, my heart hurts and I'm really pissed off, and please keep supporting Chu and stuff. So basically, like.
So that's
yeah. But fans were also like, it was on, I forget what the name of the website was, but it was ones where fans could like message with her, and someone was like, will you get in trouble if you say this? And she's like, why should I get in trouble for saying this or whatever? So it was very like, because sometimes they do get in trouble for saying stuff, that their company doesn't want them to say.
A lot of those companies like keep a real tight grip on them, right?
Yeah, between that and what I talked about last time with Omega X and that abusive CEO, who is apparently training more kids to debut in a group, by the way. Apparently that's the word that's been out there.
Damn. Yeah, let her keep doing that.
Yeah,
for
very
sure.
good. But anyway, yeah, so tons of staff, like ones that have worked with her on different like variety shows, ones that have worked on different albums and stuff, different industry people that they've all come around and said
she's fine. Yeah,
that's not true. She's actually very nice, and she would always smile even if we had like 10-hour filming day, like very, very positive testimony her way. And then the most recent piece of news with this is that her company CEO is apparently in trouble for evading taxes. So, I'm just saying, it seems more like they are not correct, and they're just trying to gaslight her extremely.
She really should sue then.
Yeah,
shit, fuck them.
That's what we're all kind of hoping for. But
you can do it, Jew.
She's become like a really popular like television show host, guest person too, because she's just got like a really nice bubbly personality and stuff. She's very cute. So
has she ever been on that radio show that who hosted? Somebody from Red Velvet, I think, maybe.
Red Velvet and Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if she's been on that one, but she was on Queendom. And so a couple of staff from that show were also testifying on her behalf, saying that she was very pleasant and whatever. So
this is Queendom.
So yeah, so it's all crappy with that. I don't know.
Man, that
companies are greedy as anything. There's another story about this too, about just a company that is being scummy and greedy and not paying someone for 18 years of work. So it's like, I think it's a lot
of work to not be paid for. Holy shit.
It's less. Yeah. it's less that this is becoming like a new thing. It's just new that it's being brought up so much. These companies being very
greedy. Yeah.
So
Awful. Like music industry in itself is like one of the most predatory industries you can be in.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking awful. It's scummy. It's like these artists work with these producers or like these record companies, and basically all they are like high stake banks. You know what I mean? Like they take out loans, they get advances for shit, and then they have to pay it all back.
Yeah.
They have investors and shit.
Yeah. In the darker
Horrible.
side of K-pop too. And again, I'm talking just about K-pop. This could happen for any music industry.
Oh,
there's
sure.
also like sponsors, but in the sense of like there's been instances of companies pimping out like their trainees for stuff like that, sexual whatevers.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah.
You want to get Domino's for dinner?
I'm talking about. Oh God. you keep
serious.
this in?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Just staying in.
I was talking about
I know
some
what you're
triggering
talking
shit,
about.
and
I'm
you're
so
just
sorry, but I just got the idea, and I don't want to lose my
timing
mind.
is incredible.
I don't want to
Yeah,
lose.
that's fine. Domino's. Here, I'll write it down. It's fine.
Thank you.
Anyway, long story short.
Sorry guys. Back to the real.
Companies are not always correct. Shocker, I know.
Wait. Brands and companies are only after one thing, and it's money.
Yeah.
What?
Although, it's the culture of it too. Is like you kind of have to earn your place, your place at the table, kind of.
So like, status is everything.
Yeah, I mean,
So.
Luna's still kind of new, also. But
Really?
Kind of, sorta. Well, they're like I think at least 3 or 4 years old, maybe.
I was gonna say
4-year-olds.
I've been hearing the Stan Luna shit for ever.
for a while. But Chu is arguably one of their most popular members, and so that's already like.
Well, I'm gonna
you've
fucking
goofed.
support the shit out of her then.
You done goofed. Yeah.
Chew.
She's great, and she hangs out with Wonho, so there's another reason to support
The
her.
company you keep, like, come
Right?
on.
I know, absolutely. So who was
Captain
also
Korea?
he also booted out of his group too. So
Man,
wrongfully, it was wrongful.
Wrongfully.
So yeah.
wrongfully.
But anyway, so that's the story with that one. I'm sure we're all just kind of waiting to see what happens as far as like there's never really been, I can think of one instance where somebody who's left the group has come back. Like I don't think she'll ever come back to Luna, unfortunately, but we all just want to see her like take down the company because apparently they're bankrupt
from the inside.
So whatever. So Stan Talent, Stan Chu.
Wow. That was a hell of a story, and I didn't expect it to go that way because usually when someone gets booted out of the group, it's for legitimate reasons. Not usually, but I feel like most of the times it's like something that happened, or like they discovered a shitty thing about their past, or like stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. So there was a similar controversy with a member from Red Velvet where it was said that she had like a really bad a kind of a diva attitude, and she was acting very entitled, and there were a couple of corroborating stories with that, and so like it was true, but she apologized for it, and it's sort of the same, but the difference.
What member was it?
Irene.
Irene?
Yeah, from Red Velvet. Yeah.
Not Irene.
Yeah.
From Irene and Sulky.
Yeah. No, that's actually why this was right after they finished doing their promotions for that, and that's why I'm assuming why other members went solo, and she hasn't had a solo yet because I think people are still not super warmed up to her again. But anyway,
Stan Wendy.
The difference between Irene and Chu is that where people were corroborating Irene's bad attitude, nobody's been saying like this could have been the moment for if anybody really felt like they were being abused by Chu, they could have spoken out. The door was open, but nobody's been doing that, not even the supposed staff that like this company's trying to protect or whatever.
Like nope.
So it's all very odd. It's kind of transparent, and I don't know. I like seeing companies who fumble the ball get their just desserts, I guess. So in a sadistic way, but it's a company, whatever. It's a company. Whatever. Do your job. Do your job better. It's just
a bunch of CEOs acting like a couple of like overstuffed, overgrown pigs. And that brings us to our next point in Tory's K-pop corner, right?
Oh my God. All right, sure. We're going to we'll go right into it.
It's pretty good.
I want to preface this by saying that I'm a fan of Big Bang, OT4. Don't know if you know
You're
what
a
that
VIP.
means, but I'm a VIP. That's the name of their fandom. I do also listen to BTS. Like, despite their reputation of the more vocal side of the fandom, I don't try to let that influence how I listen to any sort of music anyway.
But you are not ARMY.
No, I think I'm too casual to be considered an ARMY. But
got you.
But anyway, so one of the members, RM, is releasing a solo album, and which I've actually been looking forward to just because I like his, I don't know, he does good stuff. So whatever. Sure. Like I said, I, ignore the fandom and just try to pay attention to the artist.
I thought you didn't like RM.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe just the name that you didn't like.
Oh, because his name was Rap Monster, which is so corny, which he pretty much acknowledges now, and that's why he's just RM.
Well, he was young when he came up with it, right?
Yeah. So there's corny names all the time in K-pop, but it is what it is. For sure. But anyway,
so he's coming up with a song.
A whole album.
A whole album, I'm sorry.
Yeah, with like guest features from one of the guest features is Erykah Badu. Which is random as hell. It's like, how did you get her to collab? Like, so weird.
And I think I saw Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak is involved too. Yeah. So he's got some big names on there.
Pretty big.
One of the songs on the track list that was released is called Still Life.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Still Life.
Okay.
It's called Still Life.
Wait a second. Isn't that the name of the latest Big Bang single?
Yeah.
For their comeback?
Yeah.
What?
So this is like, first of all, this is not me gatekeeping a name, right? It's just like the timing of it is really funny. Like, all I can really keep saying is like, there were some Twitter, Twitter is like,
it's a cesspool.
It's hell, especially on the K-pop side of things, which is always why I'm like, don't go to that side of Twitter. Just stick with the music part, because there were some Big Bang fans who were mad about this name thing, and then it's just like, it was just an all-out like war about who's better and how many sales there are, and someone's a hack and someone's irrelevant and someone's not Grammy nominated, like craziness. And so because I find that sort of stuff funny, and I forgot that subtlety is lost on the internet, I was like, because something I hear a lot from louder BTS fans is that they paved the way and that they were the first to do this thing or whatever. So I made a joke that was like, oh no, RM has a song coming out called Still Life, but at least Big Bang can say they did it first. Immediately, I am like hounded by ARMY about like calling me delusional and stupid and
a white pig.
Someone called me a white pig who only consumes K-pop, which first of all, no, I don't. You don't know me.
Yeah.
So
she's a POC.
Oh, no, I am not. No, I am not. That's all. Don't spread misinformation. I am white. I don't consider myself a pig, but whatever. So I was just getting hounded. And some of my other people who I follow on Twitter were also getting kind of hounded by stuff like that. I made a follow-up tweet to clarify, like, that obviously the term Still Life has been used before. Like, Big Bang were not the first ones to do it.
No, they didn't make that name up.
But they were the first to bring it into, like, the K-pop listening public consciousness.
Okay.
But other people were trying to cite this like Korean hip hop group that BTS
has worked with,
that BTS has collaborated with, so they suddenly care about it now. That came out in 2007 or 2008 called Still Life, but it was from 2008. It was from a Korean hip hop group, not a K-pop group, and it was not a promoted single. So and let's not pretend that you knew that there was another song called Still Life, like by this group. You didn't. You don't need to lie. No. It's fine, whatever. But so people were trying to like fact check me and be like,
they're just
saying how many streams they have against Big Bang, which no, Big Bang is not a group that promotes very much. We don't care. We really don't care about streams or Grammy nominations or whatever.
You guys are happy to get a fucking song every couple of months and maybe a picture.
A song every couple months is really funny.
Sorry, months.
Couple of years.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
I wish it was a couple. I wish it was a couple months. Horrible. But It's just music. Like, I don't care. Like, if they win something, that's great, but I'm never going to use it as like a flex or leverage or to say that they are above something. Like, there's no point. It's all just the law. It's all just music. But part of the K-pop culture is that you attach yourself to these. It's parasocial very much, and you attach yourself to these people, and you take it personally if something is said in a way that you don't like, and rather than ignore it, you just
it's very stupid.
Pop off.
It's a very dumb way to look at anything. Mm-hmm. You know, if you can't look at something like objectively, obviously, and we've seen time and time again that like celebrities are just people, so you're just setting yourself up for fucking heartbreak at some point.
Yeah, and like, I don't go around and write how much I hate someone's take. Like, if I don't like what they're saying, I usually just don't comment on it. I'm pretty okay with ignoring takes that I find not great ones.
Oh, I'm not.
It depends. It depends, but most times I am. For company accounts or whatever, I'm perfectly fine with saying whatever because they're a
piece of shit.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess. But for individuals, what was happening to me, I don't go onto their profiles and look for disparaging comments about something and then comment on it. I was minding my own business, posting my own shit on my own Twitter on Thanksgiving Day.
All days.
On the sacred day.
The sacred day of your people.
Yeah. Pilgrims unite.
Pilgrims.
Grom.
Groms.
I was just on my own page. And I got, whatever, because people were word searching still life or whatever. No side. I don't agree with the way that either side really handled it. And I could have handled it better, but I thought that people understood sarcasm or subtlety.
Not on the internet. No. And
that was a hard lesson learned.
Stan culture does, and especially, not just stan culture, but especially like K-pop stan culture, they just don't understand any of that.
Well, I make a point to try to listen to as much as I can, even if I'm not like a follower of the group themselves. I like to be, there's so much that I think it has to offer. And if you stick to just your favorite groups, I think you're really limiting yourself. I won't say a lot, but a fair amount of BTS fans only listen to BTS.
That's sad.
Or associated group acts with them. And I think that's so, I don't know, it's so limiting. Like,
it is.
If you only want to listen to one group, that's fine. But
no, you're not saying there's anything wrong with it.
No, but it's when you use it as like promoting these like false facts about them without knowing the history of whatever it is. Like, just it's very odd. It's odd. It's just the whole stan culture of it, especially on Twitter, is very odd. So
basically, you're saying don't go to your Twitter right now.
No, it'll be. I have my Twitter on private right now because I was sick of the noise. Like. It was getting obnoxious. I was getting tagged and like quote tweeted. Like, it was so obnoxious, and there's only so much I can like mute people or whatever. I just wanted. I figure if I hid myself for a little bit, then.
So by the time the episode airs,
I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back on public.
So go to the Twitter. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just don't talk about still life.
Follow me on Twitter.
Fuck up.
No, if you want to talk about Big Bang still life, please talk to me about it.
By all means.
Absolutely. But yeah, so. Long story short, like, really, I did think it was funny. I do think that, like, RM could have been influenced by that song.
Sure.
I'm not saying that factually. Just the timing is funny. And that's not me being super accusatory of anything. I just think it's funny. That was really it. Like, it's just not a term, like a song name you would have heard before Big Bang. That's all. Like, that's really all.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay, to play the other side here, right?
Ooh, devil's advocate. Army's advocate.
It is still just two words. Like, it's the word still, it's the word life. And it could mean a variety of things. It could mean the sense of, like, a still life portrait.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And I only meant it in terms of, like, music as far as naming a song or an album. And one of the arguments I was seeing, too, was, like, that he had been working on this album for 4 years. And I'm like... You don't have to pick a name for your song and have that be the name for 4 years. It could change whenever. Like, you have a set like tone to your lyrics and composition that could have like been the same since 4 years ago. But people who were like, he's been working on this song for 4 years. It's like, rarely do I ever think that there is a person who names a song 4 years ago and keeps that name. Not rarely, but like it's not like a baby once you write the name on a piece of paper, you can't change it.
Sure.
So I don't know. That argument was weird as
sometimes
well.
Sometimes the name of the song is like baked into the song, and it is what it is, and it'll never change because that is kind of like what the song is generally about.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes, like you said, it could be named anything.
There's actually one of my favorite stories to come out in recent like Japanese music history was there's this really popular solo artist named Kenshi Yonezu, and he has had a really popular song out called Lemon. It was like the most played karaoke song in Japan in that year and stuff. There was another artist who coincidentally was going to have a song come out called Lemonade.
Yep.
And he was also a male solo artist in that same sort of kind of vibe and stuff. At the last minute, he changed the name of the song to Caffeine, even though in the lyrics, it never talks about caffeine. It only talks about lemonade. So, but he was like, I didn't want to be accused of like copying Kenshi Yonezu and whatever. So, and I love that story, but it further highlights my point that things can change in a minute.
They can. And you know what?
Yeah.
That's probably... Like, it sucks that he had to do that because he had a concept with the song and it actually went with...
And nobody was telling him to. He was really just trying to, like...
No, but it's...
Yeah.
Dude, it's so much harder to beat back allegations of like, plagiarism than it is to just change the fucking title. And then...
Yeah. And again, like I said, this is not accusatory of anything. It's just that, like, these hard facts that Army think are hard facts are not such.
Go touch grass.
So anyway, I don't know. It was just like, it was such a non-issue that both sides made a really big issue. And I'm sure that there were some loud VIPs that probably started it. But if you think about it the other way too, if Big Bang came out with a song called Butter, do you think that Army would really have been like not saying you copied or whatever? Like, you got to think about it from the other way. Like, I really or Dynamite. Like, I really don't think if Big Bang came out with a song called Dynamite, there wouldn't be some armies who were like,
oh yeah,
so
100%, yeah.
So it was sort of like a pre-self-defense tactic from like Big Bang fans, but at the same time, it caused this big old mess. And
it's over. Well done.
I got quote tweeted again today, or I got tagged in something again today from
How
that.
can you be tagged?
Someone quote tweeted that post where I was screenshot and like a freaking wanted poster on this like
bounty
popular Army tweet, and someone quote tweeted that and tagged me in it, and I had to untag myself because like I don't want to. I have better things to do with my time. Like, I want to know if people are commenting on things that like aren't bashing me. I don't want my whole notification bell thing to be clogged with all this like
look at
stupid
this
stuff.
Stupid white pig.
Yeah, when I called a white pig.
She only consumes K-pop. Like, okay, what do you do with K-pop other than consume it?
Right. And I also don't. I listen to so much stuff I can't even keep track anymore. My to be listened to playlists are out of control. So,
and that's probably said by somebody who only consumes K-pop.
I know. Even if you do, who cares?
Yeah.
Right. Like,
that's what you like.
Only consume like I'm not here to gatekeep songs or artists or genres or song
or
names
entertainment
or anything. Do what you want. I don't care.
It's entertainment. And
I'll still listen to Still Life by RM. I will. I don't. I was gonna listen to his stuff anyway. So it is what it is.
You really lose.
Whatever. I'm not gonna let people take away my.
No, not you.
Desire
they do.
Wanting music. What's that?
You had a correct take.
Oh.
Your take was correct.
I guess it could have been worded a little bit better, but
no, fuck it. That was funny. No, listen.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I still see some fighting on my timeline today, and it's been like 3 days at this current moment in time since the incident. So
I only ever got involved in K-pop drama once, and it was funny.
Well, you were baiting OT5s.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah,
though. It was really funny, pissing them off.
I don't know. I don't do that on purpose, but
oh no, I do. But I understand. Like, it does get out of control.
Yeah,
it does get crazy. But at least you weren't told to wax your beard, because that's what I was told.
Oh, there's some comment that is my favorite one. I think it was either originally written in Spanish or Portuguese.
Okay.
That was like somebody really laid into me. I'll have to find it. But anyway, so whatever. Like what you like, name whatever you want to name. I don't care. Whatever.
Can we
yeah.
Can we transition to something a little bit more lighthearted?
Oh, sure.
Meaning G-Idol at
yes,
the
so
MA Awards, which is what
Melon. I think it's just called Melon Music Awards.
Music Awards.
Oh my gosh, they're so great. I love G-Idol.
Me too.
They didn't get song or album of the year or anything, which people were really shocked at because they were the only group that had like two. So the term in Korea is perfect all kills. So it's like they debuted #1 on like all the major charts when the songs came out, and they were the only artists to do that twice, I think. But they didn't. But Soyeon, who is the leader of G-Idol, won a Best Songwriter award. And I guess they made her the first female artist to do so.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to flex, okay? I don't want to flex, but I'm going to flex a little bit.
Go for it.
I only recently got into G-Idol, like, within this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw you.
I heard some of their singles.
Mm-hmm.
And they're great. Like, they're great. But the first album I ever listened to from them was I Never Die.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only recently, like,
that's their most recent one, yeah.
Right. And they're great. They're so good. Like, Soyeon, I've been saying this for a long time now. I think she's really, really, really smart with her entire process. The way she writes music, the way she, like, composes parts for people.
Yeah.
Like, she knows how to, like, play to each member's strength.
And that's pretty much been what she's done since she's been in the idol scene. She's always been very involved in like music and composition and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
She like I said, when Tomboy came out, when I Never Die came out, I think I sent you this thing like, oh shit. She's like modeling, I guess, like the album after a One Piece arc or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh damn, what the fuck is this? And I don't know. The more I see of her, the more I really love her personality, and I just love the fact that she's so able to do what she wants to do, say what she wants to say, and she's a great performer. Like if you see her perform, she's
wicked captivating.
You just want to watch her perform.
Yeah.
So
I'm still trying to find that comment, but I got you. Oh, I just found it.
Nice. All right, lay it on us.
So the worst comment I ever got from a quote tweet from a hot take on my own post. Like I said, I never hashtag. I never comment on other people's stuff. I really don't. Like I just keep to myself. Someone in, I don't know what, is it Spanish or is it Portuguese?
That's not Spanish. That's
Portuguese. Okay. Oh yeah, it says translated from whatever. All right. So the Google translation of this comment I once got, which I consider the worst comment I ever got on my own self, was, "Wow, but honestly, go punch a cock in the ass. You saw in which world K VIPs does more than other VIPs." It was something about Big Bang, but yeah, wow. Go punch a cock in the ass was like, really?
Go punch a cock in the ass
was like. It was funny, but it was also like the most like abrasive comment I've ever got. So whatever. Words are words. I was on YouTube in the early 2010s. Okay, like I've read it all. So
you had your share of words.
Yeah. So I can't be affected that badly by words. I'll think about it for a while, but only because it bothers me, like that I'm being involved in stuff, not because I'm like sad about it. But I don't know. For fans of a group who like spoke at the UN and like are ambassadors for UNICEF and all these like be nice to each other, they have a whole concept line about loving yourself or whatever. I don't know. Some of the behavior, I don't know. It's not exclusively to armies, but in this instance, it was against me. So
it's unfortunate because I think BTS is actually a pretty good group.
But I think a lot of people, when they think of them now, they think of the fandom for better or for worse.
Because it's just a few squeaky reels getting all the grease, you know what I mean? Like,
and yeah, it's not a reflection on BTS though.
No, they're fine. They're normal.
Yeah, I like them.
They're fucking normal.
Yeah.
The fan base, not so much.
So, if ever you get into K-pop, just don't go on Twitter.
I am very glad for my involvement in K-pop Twitter, which is basically I like pictures of nice things, or I'll like things that I see that are I don't know, related to the actual music. I don't usually fuck around with the K-pop like opinions at all. One, because I'm pretty new and I don't have too many opinions.
It's a big rabbit hole though too. So
yeah, it's not where I want to spend my time.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
But
How is your K-pop corner? Is it feeling like you need to say anything else? How do you feel about?
I think that's pretty much it. There was some other like unfortunate stuff that happened, but I think that's the gist of it. I don't want to make this too much about K-pop. Those are just the main things. Just listen to music and shut up. Pretty much.
Good take.
Although we may not have much of a platform on which to do so soon if Elon Musk has anything to say about it.
True. Oh my God.
Literally, like the day after we talked about
Twitter
the reign of Elon and how we were sure that more shenanigans were to happen with Twitter, literally the day after our last episode went up, Elon Musk made on November 18th gave an ultimatum to Twitter employees, the remaining ones, that to respond to committing to working in quote unquote extremely hardcore fashion for the company or to leave.
Yep. And they get
a lot of them just left. Yeah, and they get severance pay. Yeah. So a lot of people left.
Of course.
Thus caused the great Twitter panic of 2022.
Great Twitter migration. Probably
one or two more are in our near future for 2022. So we'll call this part 1. Yeah, I was one of those people too. A lot of us were like, where are we going to go? Like, we didn't really plan for this. So some people were doing like Instagram or Tumblr. I was one of the ones doing Tumblr or TikTok. I know. Shut up. Or TikTok or some other newer sites I hadn't really heard of before, like LEM'n'TEA and Mastodon.
You know, I don't want to play this ping pong.
Oh, gosh.
I just want to go to TikTok.
So, yeah, because like most of the people, because as a response to the fallout, Elon, I guess, had, what was he, like locked people out of their...
So he locked people out of their accounts or like their...
Like the employees, not all of Twitter.
Not only the accounts, he locked them out of the building. Like the building.
Right.
The actual physical building. So a couple things I want to bring up before I forget.
Sure, yeah.
One, the night of, somebody was projecting this thing on the side of the building that was like, Elon Musk is a fucking baby man-child or some shit like that. Like a
whole long thing.
Like a whole long thing, which I think was beautiful.
Yeah.
Two, he fucking like he destroyed a company so quickly.
I've never experienced anything like this, although I'm now an adult paying attention to the running of a company, which I don't usually do. So
people are saying like he regularly does this, but we just don't see it so quickly. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's true, especially for such a public platform like Twitter. Like, it's inevitable that it's not Tesla. Like, Tesla's not a social media website. So
correct. So he fired a lot of staff.
He fired 50% before this fallout happened.
Before the fallout, and then afterwards, I think he's lost up to like 75. I think some projections are.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things and a lot of security things, a lot of security breaches. Like, it's a wonder we made it through that weekend.
It was really incredible. I was fully like, maybe not. I don't know. I was waffling between like, Twitter can't shut down. There's so much of it to shut down. There's no way. And also being like, just add me on Tumblr just in case or whatever. So just because I like you guys, I want to be able to share stupid memes and stuff with you in some other capacity. The problem really was too when we were trying to find this alternate place to go. There really isn't an equivalent because Twitter is, Twitter is basically the Google of like, you think of Google as like a search engine, you think of Twitter as like the short form, like social networking site or whatever.
It really is super unique, and it brought to a lot of people's attention how vast Twitter is, for one, how unique it is.
Yeah.
And also how potentially dangerous it could be because like a lot of people on Twitter are official.
Oh, yeah, the stupid official thing.
No.
Something
like
else.
Actually official. Like there's leaders of government on on Twitter and shit like that.
Yeah, get president of the United States on there. So.
Like if Twitter were to go down or like be able to be easily manipulated, you could cause real fucking damage.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy.
Yeah, so the whole weekend was like literally I expected to go on the next day and things to like I don't know, for like assets to not work or just for things to not load or just something. Like I expected it all to go on pause, and it was sort of like coming out of a bunker and being like, being like one of those Y2K people and being surprised that on January 1st, being surprised on January 1st, 2000 that like buildings are still standing or whatever.
Right.
I was fully prepared for something to go wonky.
There was shit that was going on behind the scenes because he was like asking, like basically begging people to come back and like, and like, it sucks too because a lot of speculation is the fact that like people that are still there, they either can't afford to go because like they're on visas, like work visas.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like totally like exploitation of those workers because they can't quit. They can't take a severance and go anywhere else because they need to be working in order to be in this country.
Yeah.
And like, I think he's like pretty much fucked over like the Twitter India Corp, like that side of things. I think he pretty much gutted that.
Yeah. I read too that 50 of the 100 top sponsors or advertisers of Twitter have pulled out, including Coca-Cola. So like, and I haven't, that was a pretty big piece of news to come out. So I haven't heard anything major since that weekend, which either means that maybe he's fixing things or maybe we'll get some other big piece of like cataclysmic Twitter news. But that was the major one. So it just goes to show how quickly, like, why we're not a news podcast is because the second that our episode comes out, it's like, well,
we can't be.
Because we were like,
if we did a Philly D thing like every fucking day.
God. Bless news like legitimate news channels like Philly D. Like I could never. Even like Moist Critical, like he gets that stuff
every fucking day,
and he updates with certain things too. Like I'm following that crypto scam
FTX.
one.
Yeah,
or
that shit was crazy.
What was it called?
That
one.
You talking about the one with I Show Speed?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
that one.
what a fucking crazy.
And he's already done Moist Critical's already done 2 update videos for it. Like I don't know, I could never. And this is my YouTube channel actually for K-pop news, and that's why I made a vow to like never do ongoing news stories. Like I could have come back into the scene with the whole like Sungri Burning Sun thing, but that went on for years. Years. Like I don't know. There's so many things I could have done, but the news changes so fast. And so we were sitting here on the last episode promoting our Twitters. Meanwhile, we were also like I made a tweet on our Twitter at LEM'n'TEA Podcast if you are interested in following while it is still available. I was like, if we're not here tomorrow, we have a new episode coming up or something. We were just not sure what the future was going to hold. So
because like we had we use promotions to push our tweets up because we don't have like a huge following, right? So you gotta get the word out there.
Tell your friends. LEM'n'TEA Podcast.
Subscribe, y'all.
Yo.
And all of a sudden we were like, no, you can't actually push this podcast out with advertisements because it goes against like the guidelines for advertising or something like that. And we thought, shit, is it like
our initial promoted tweet? Yeah. So we did one warning people if Twitter's dead to go check out our episode, and then we did another one. Because that was the episode where we talked about the 3 celebrity deaths, and we used the word death, and apparently that is not suitable for advertise or promotions or whatever. So it got changed to passing.
It did, and
or losses. I forget which, but
we were pretty sure at first it was because we had tagged.
We tagged Elon. We were like, oh, geez, he's really taking this very personally.
Like, damn, holy shit.
Yeah. I still kind of want to believe that. It really
that's
is.
What happened. We got under his skin a little bit.
Yeah. Because it seems like he has such free time. He made... Okay, I want to bring this up too, actually. So
sure. Go for it.
He made one tweet that was like...
Oh, recently? Yeah.
November 23rd. With this infograph that said... Hate speech impressions down by 1/3 from pre-spike levels. Congrats to Twitter team. First of all, who's on your team? It's like 7 people. Second of all... somebody made a great point that they said that this is because they removed transphobia as being no longer considered hate speech. Hence why now there's suddenly this decrease in hate speech impressions.
Yeah, because you took out an entire category.
Yeah. So the person, they said, literally because transphobia is no longer considered hate speech. Anyone paying attention knows that hate speech has increased dramatically on the platform.
It has.
This is gaslighting. All Elon did is change the definition. So
that's what he does. You know what I mean? Oh, and how about his desperate attempt to drive traffic to Twitter by unbanning Donald Trump's account on Twitter?
Yeah, whatever. I don't even.
No.
Yeah, no. I know
because it's important.
Because he put it up as a poll. What a nerd.
Which, like, yeah, he's a fucking dork.
Just do it. Like, do it on your own. If you ban him or unban him, don't put it on the consciences of other people. You
That's
nerd.
why he's a fucking dirt. Yeah, I was gonna say dork, but yeah, nerd is better.
Dirtbag.
Yeah, he's a dirtbag. But he put up the poll and he's like, oh my god, there's overwhelming results for Donald Trump.
It was like 52 to 48. I think it was very close last I saw.
Plus, like, Twitter polls aren't accurate entirely. Like, you dumb idiot. Like, there's fucking bots out there and shit.
Yeah, hey, Elon, I thought we were gonna get rid of bots. I feel like there's more bots out there now more than ever.
Probably.
It's just whatever. Also, for the record, we do consider transphobia hate speech, so I don't care what a billionaire has to say about it. Hate speech is hate speech.
Brave take.
Is it really?
Sorry.
Is it really?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. You can't do that on the internet. Sarcasm is lost on the internet.
Damn it.
Fuck. Yeah, the most recent piece of Elon news I heard was that he took his 2-year-old son to an important Twitter meeting because I want to think, again, in my headcanon that the tactic is like him saying, anything you have to say to me, you can say to my son. But remember, he's 2. He's a child or whatever.
And if you can't say his name, don't worry. I can't either.
It's the AXE 12, whatever.
Whatever.
Code.
Stupid name.
Can't believe he had a baby with Grimes. What was she thinking?
He had 2 with her.
Did he have 2? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he had 2 with her.
Grimes, girl.
Let's sit down. We gotta talk.
But yeah, so again, I'm kind of anticipating the next time when this episode comes out, some other shenanigans will have happened.
Something will definitely happen.
But this was a pretty major one that scared everybody.
We were just like texting back and forth and being like, holy shit, it's over. We were just like sending memes and shit.
Yeah.
And it was dying. And everybody, here's the thing that I love about Twitter is the fact that, like, all right, so I have 2 things to say. One is, like, when bad shit is happening on Twitter, there is a collective conscience on Twitter and they all come together. We all come together and we know that this shit is bad and we make the stupidest fucking memes about it.
Yep.
And it helps. I don't know. It helps.
It's coping.
It's coping.
Yeah.
It's copium.
Copium.
And then 2, somebody made a really funny tweet about, like, oh yeah, when Twitter's like working normally, everybody's like all cynical, like, yeah, this fucking hell site, I hate this fucking bird app. And then, like, when it's going down, people are like, I really love spending all my time here with you guys. It's been a fucking pleasure. Yeah. Please find me on this. It's true. It's true.
It is true. Yeah.
Totally true.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I think we all, for the most part, I won't say everybody, but I think we have a good collective humor about the bird app, that is Twitter. Like, but it is sad if you were ever think that it would be gone. There's been a couple forums I've been on in like the past where they've shut down, and it was sad. Like, even if we make fun of like if it's buggy or weird decisions that mods made or whatever,
it's the best thing we have right now because people are going all over. They're going to like Mastodon, which a lot of people don't understand. They say it's overly complicated. There's something called Hive Social, which seems like a promising one, but the problem with Hive is that it's very small, for one. Yeah. It's completely app based, so there's no way to access it on a computer.
Oh, okay.
So it's completely app based.
Yeah.
And then I saw some shit about like the fact that if you pick an @ name, like your username, your handle, it's not like it can't be copied. Like anyone can copy it.
Oh. Ooh.
Which
I like
is
that.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they're a small team, like I said, so maybe they'll iron it out and maybe it will be great. But obviously, right now, I don't think anything comes close to it at all.
I don't either.
Not even Tumblr. Like, Tumblr doesn't come close to it. You can't have a conversation on Tumblr. You really can't.
You can private message.
That's not the same.
There are comment buttons and stuff, too.
Reblogging and, like, what are they called? Like, notes or some shit?
Well, the notes is, like, how much activity it has overall. So whether it's a like or a reblog or...
Okay, the comments are confusing to me. The way that they, like...
I know.
Bracket out, they're very confusing to me.
They don't do the bracket anymore now. It's just you haven't been on Twitter, Tumblr in a while.
Only see Tumblr. I've only ever seen Tumblr in a screenshot.
Yeah, they used to bracket, but then I think they realized that it would be a void of whatever. So now it's just like stacks of. But it's only if you reblog it and you write a comment underneath. There is a separate comment button for the original post that people can @ and respond to you with. It's not the most like user-friendly one, but they have made better strides so that it's not so confusing. But there's something about the instant gratification of Twitter that
Yeah.
Twitter makes it pale in comparison. But
unique. There's nothing like it right now. There are things that are kind of like it, but not to the extent that Twitter is.
And Twitter, Tumblr is actually really funny on Twitter, because they were saying like how sorry if our site's running slow. We've had 1 million people suddenly migrate over here.
Yeah.
But when we were all like my mutuals and I were really trying to like think about what the closest thing is, it was Tumblr, at least as far as like a media sharing sort of like, while simultaneously being able to like kind of pop off with whatever text post you want to or whatever. Like that was the closest equivalent. I'm kind of wondering if maybe this whole scare will light a fire under the asses of some companies like Hive or Mastodon to see if they can
hopefully
like fine tune things for whenever this like the Y2K equivalent online here of Twitter may happen.
I'm not sure what's going on with Twitter. Somebody, a journalist that I follow, suggested that it become an entity like PBS, where it's publicly funded, and that like it becomes like something like that, which dude, I would be down for, like a Wikipedia. You know how like we've all been in Wikipedia and it's fucking blacked out because they're trying to make a point like it's user funded.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for it.
Yeah. And if Elon wants to just be a funder for Twitter, that would be fine.
Yeah, but no more shareholding, no more fucking stocks in it, no more fucking stakes.
No more bringing in appliances to meetings or children.
Let that sink into you.
Oh my god, yeah.
So comedy is legal.
Yeah. Except for when it's not. Hence the great Twitter scare of 2022 part 1, in case there is an inevitable part 2 in the next 6 weeks, 5 weeks. So.
Probably.
It'll be fun. I'll stay as long as I can. It's fun.
I'm there until they start charging me money.
Yep.
And then I'm out because I'm not paying for Twitter. I'm not paying for shit like that.
It's
any site where we are the content. I'm not paying for that.
It's always the worst when there's a site that was free and then they make you pay. It's like, well,
fuck.
Can't you just like put ads on your website? Like,
just do it.
I'd rather deal. Yeah, I'd rather deal with a bunch of like sidebar ads. I don't care, whatever. Correct. So. But anyway, so.
All right. Have we talked about Twitter enough?
Yes.
All right.
But yeah, so speaking of scams, though, there was also Ticketmaster.
Ticket scam,
which has been well known for years to be like a huge monopoly on the tickets selling musical industry.
They definitely overprice their shit.
They overprice, like,
And like you said, they're a monopoly. So basically they have the right to a lot of venues and a lot of tickets and all that kind of stuff. Like they're the place.
I wish that it would be more normalized for venues to just sell tickets.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I wish. Some places still do, but they're much smaller. But so anyway, what brought up this Ticketmaster fiasco? Okay. I don't know.
So you know what it is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, Swifties wanted to go to a Taylor Swift concert.
They are powerful.
They are powerful. They're another big part of Twitter or like social media that you can't really fuck with them. It's like them, the Barbs for Nicki Minaj, like anything K-pop.
Ariana Grande, I think would be in there too.
Ariana Grande.
Beliebers, One Direction fans.
Yeah, 1D.
There's a fair amount.
There is a fair amount, but I mean, like, it's that which really caused a huge backlash because they were overpricing tickets for like thousands of dollars.
It was upwards of like 5,000. And up pricing in order for them to be like resold is not a new thing for Ticketmaster. It's just now. Well, I don't know if I guess that maybe it was just because either the price or because it was Taylor Swift. I don't know why all of a sudden like this was the concert where this current like practice was happening that was finally like
I think
people
it was
saying enough is enough and like now the government getting involved and stuff.
Swifties, man, they are fierce. Like, they are fierce.
I really didn't know that they were that fierce. So
I gotta show you this Swiftie related video when we're done.
Sure.
It's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's about a Swiftie who ran a Taylor Swift Twitter update thing page. And she ended up going to prison because I guess she lives in I think she lives in Israel. and it's mandatory to sign up for the military there too, and she
yes.
didn't.
So,
but it's fine. But
it's fine.
Things turned out okay. Anyways, Ticketmaster started jacking up prices. Swifties were pissed. They didn't want that for their girl. All right. And then Ticketmaster had to apologize, and they had to say, "It's me." Hi.
Very begrudgingly. Though.
I'm the problem. It's me.
I don't know that they think they're the problem.
No, I'm quoting the new Taylor Swift song, "Anti-Hero."
Oh, I don't know that song.
Well, now
I would fail that hurdle, like every other fucking hurdle. You definitely
would. But they had enough. I guess they maybe brought it to light or something like that, or maybe pestered enough about it. Which, whatever, man. If Swifties are what it takes to.
No, I'm happy it's them.
Yeah, rein in.
They can be loud when they need to be. So, which is, I mean, if you're using their powers for good, then by all means. But yeah, Ticketmaster sucks. Also, the prices they charge. Also, like the waiting queues, only for a good chunk of the time for people to be waiting in the queues for so long.
Those queues are bullshit.
And then suddenly it's like, this is not available or whatever.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
I'm in the queue, and I'm a decent number in the queue. And I was there early, and I'm signed up, and I'm waiting, and there's not too many people ahead of me, like as far as the venue goes, and I still can't get seats because they're all of a sudden gone.
I can't remember. Was Dreamcatcher in Ticketmaster, or was that Live Nation? I mean, I know that they're.
Yeah, it was definitely Ticketmaster.
That was stressful.
It was.
It was so stressful.
It was very stressful.
And I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know why it can't just be venues that do it. They have a better gauge of like what seats are available and stuff like that anyway. It benefits them more to be able to keep track of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know
what the answer is.
I know. I don't know how it all works, but I just know that like Ticketmaster, especially with their weird surcharges for seemingly no reason, like here's a charge for using our website. It's like paying for using a website.
I'm paying you money for the fucking tickets,
right?
Dude.
You are literally sending me a barcode or a QR code that I will print on my own paper or use my own phone
right,
for.
And then extra charges for like mailing out tickets and shit like that.
Does anybody even? I guess
some people do
ask for mailed tickets.
Some people do.
It's like, oh no, you have to pay 90 cents or whatever for postage.
Yeah.
Oh no, like I don't know.
Why the fuck am I paying $10 for it?
Right. Yeah. So I hope that something can come from the Ticketmaster fallout and.
Me too.
It would be nice. Like, it's unrealistic, I guess, to assume that this is going to be what like plunges them to the nether world and
the nether world
and makes them cease to exist. But
to
take them down a peg, because like it's, you know, they have a monopoly over the whole like concert ticket selling place industry.
Like you said, Live Nation is probably the other big name in it, and then there's other sites that are resellers, which like StubHub or like
oh yeah, that's right.
There's another one out there that's not StubHub, but yeah, they're resellers. So
yeah,
I don't always trust them because they're not official, and that's how Ticketmaster gets off. They're the official one, so if something goes wrong, you know, they're gonna do something about it. But
ironically, I find that the most trusted resellers for tickets are like fans on Twitter who can't go anymore.
Yep.
Because they'll literally just ask you for the price that they paid. Like,
it was $40. I just want the $40 back.
Which is what it should be for a reseller. Like, don't go above. I would say give it maybe like a $10 berth or whatever between whatever. But like, don't upcharge more than what you yourself paid. You know, like, you don't lose any money if you resell it for what you paid for it. Like, if you're trying to make a profit, I don't know, go sell bootleg T-shirts in the parking lot. I guess I don't know.
Wow, that actually happened to us.
Oh yeah. Some of it was Dreamcatcher, right? Wasn't it? The bootleg shirts?
No, that was MCR.
Those looked legitimate. I was gonna say one of them looked like, because some of them can look kind of janky.
Yes.
I remember when I went to the Spice Girls concert, and I think I actually ended up buying this, but there were some bootleg T-shirt sellers, and they were like. But there were some from like the last tour the Spice Girls did with them. Sure. It's like, this is literally, I was a child. I did not go to that concert. Why the hell would I want this T-shirt for this concert that was however many years ago? I don't know how they come up with some of the, I don't know. Shout out to the bootleggers.
Shout out, guys. Just making your money any way you can.
Hustling.
Officially, unofficially, we see you.
But, you know, I don't know. It's kind of coming online with like the K-pop company thing. You always kind of like to see these like overpowered empires kind of be taken down a peg.
Absolutely. Just the she agreed with everything. Like I know Taylor Swift is a huge artist. She's gonna make money. I get it, but like, y'all are still killing it. Like,
yeah. So
you don't have to charge that much.
No, you can make money without being like dickheads about it. So
you've gone too far. You must be stopped.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop.
But anyway, so
yes, ma'am.
Ticketmaster.
Master of
power
tickets.
To the Swifties.
Woo.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Fight
Swifties.
the good fight on behalf of all of us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fight the anti-hero. Or be the anti-hero.
See, now I gotta listen to that song so I understand.
It's not a bad song. It's not my favorite.
I don't think much of her stuff is bad.
No, she's a good musician. I think she's actually a really good songwriter. She's a good musician. Ash and I were talking about her yesterday and how she has a pretty good impact mostly. So I mean, like, whatever.
And
she's fine.
Even now, and this shouldn't factor into anything, but the whole running joke of it was she can't keep a boyfriend for longer than she's been with her like some one guy for like 5 years.
Damn.
So
take that, John Mayer.
It's almost like she debuted when she was a teenager and was still trying to navigate her own like personal growth in love life and stuff. How about that?
She's my age. She's like 33 years old.
Yeah.
She's gonna go through some people, man. Like, that's normal.
Again, Nick Cannon can knock up a bunch of chicks, but God forbid teenage Taylor Swift dated a bunch of people in most likely not serious relationships.
Like John Mayer.
You really bring up...
But there was a huge age difference there.
Well, my favorite one is Taylor Lautner.
I don't know what that is.
Taylor Lautner was Jacob from Twilight.
Oh.
Yeah.
She dated him?
Yeah, they met on a movie, and so they were like a Taylor couple.
Taylor and Taylor.
And ironically, Taylor Lautner just married another girl whose name was Taylor, so you're still a Taylor couple. Good
Lord.
But anyway, who cares?
Who cares?
Whatever.
Fuck Ticketmaster. How about that?
And it made for good songs, so you know what? She wins. I don't know.
She wins. Love wins.
Yeah. So anyway.
Swifties, rise up.
Swifties, rise up.
There you go.
All right. Well, I've been talking a lot about like my own things with K-pop and stuff, but there are things that you've been experiencing for entertainment that
I have been experiencing a lot.
I want you to tell people about.
All right, I'll start with something that we talked about last week. Kind of. I watched a couple weeks ago with my wife and our housemate here. We watched a movie called The Batman. Very obscure foreign film.
Yeah, I like that you introduced
The Batman. And it was literally called The Batman, and it was starring Robert Pattinson, who I know a lot of people were like,
Twilight.
I don't. Yeah.
They're also interconnected, all these topics today.
Tyler Lautner, Robert Pattinson.
Tyler Lautner.
Sorry, Tyler the Creator Lautner.
Tyler the Creator, God.
So he played the titular character Batman, who a lot of people have played: Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer,
Christian Bale,
George Clooney,
Ben Affleck,
who I know you hate.
Just in that role.
I know. But I thought the movie was really good. Just to put it out there, right?
And Zoe Kravitz is in it too, right?
Zoe Kravitz is in it, and she plays Catwoman, and she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. This Batman is pretty cool because it is showing a different side of Batman. For one, mostly at this point, he has like very little Bruce Wayne identity.
Okay.
He's basically all driven by Batman. Like it's very Batman heavy. Because he hasn't figured it out yet. Like he's only 2 years into doing this at this point. He's got some friends like Commissioner Gordon. He's going after criminals like petty thugs here and there, but he hasn't really met every single person. There is no Joker. There's like nobody big, right? But it's still very good. It's still very compelling, and he's one. There's definitely moments in the movie that I was laughing that maybe it was supposed to be funny, but I feel like a lot of people probably didn't laugh at. Oh,
good. Those are the best ones.
I want to say straight up, I love the movie. Okay? Even if it is kind of goofy at times and has some weird parts.
Yeah, you can love a movie even if it has like a couple of weird periods.
For sure. And I had that with this movie too. One, everything moves really fucking slow in the movie, and I don't know if that's intentional or if it was just me. But everyone else said the same thing. Like,
okay.
There are several scenes of him walking, right?
Oh gosh.
They have this Batman thing, which I'll get into more later.
Okay.
That plays every time he like starts walking in his Batman.
Oh, like a song cue or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he starts like walking, and it like zooms in on his boots, and you can see him walking, but he's going so fucking. He's like going like a snail's pace.
Dude, those boots must weigh like 40 pounds. Remember that one scene in Naruto when Rock Lee took off his ankle weights? Maybe it's like that. Yeah, maybe Batman takes off his boots, man. You are in trouble.
You're fucked. This one he's going after the Riddler, and there's a scene where like the Penguin, before he's like, the Penguin is there, right? Mm-hmm. And he like walks up to the Penguin. He's slow walking. The theme is going.
Yeah.
It's very intense, but it's also really funny because he's walking so fucking slow. And the Penguin's just there like, oh no, oh no.
Oh my God.
Like, anyways, Zoe Kravitz did it, and they meet up, and in the beginning, you know, they're kind of shooting the shit, trying to get some information, blah, 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 right? And people, and he's standing there, he's talking to Zoe Kravitz's character, Catwoman, and she's got a lot of like cats around her because I guess that's because
she's a Catwoman.
She's a Catwoman, right?
Yeah.
And one of the lines that really cracked me up was he goes, "You have a lot of cats."
How astute of you, Batman!
Wow, Batman, ace detective. They were not kidding.
No.
Another scene like in the beginning, it's almost like, man, how do I say this? How do I say this without being super offensive? It's almost like he's just very socially awkward.
Okay, yeah.
And almost like maybe neurodivergent.
Okay, that's a good way to, yeah.
Because in the beginning, they're in a crime scene, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch of detectives trying to get information and see what's going on, and maybe take pictures of the actual scene or the body. And he's just in the way, and he doesn't like understand that he should move to let this guy through. He just kind of stands there.
I am the knight.
Looking.
I am also a door.
You make it better. You make it better. Door than a window, Batman. Later on, he gets brought into the police station.
Spoilers.
Whatever.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't know if this is a spoiler
Fucking
or
watch
not.
the movie. And one of my other favorite lines was he like assaults a police officer up because like they piss him off, so he assaults like an officer.
That's fair.
And Gordon tries to stop him. He like backs him away. He's
That's
like,
also fair.
So the guy he assaulted was like, "Hey, you know what you just added to your record? Assault of a police officer." And he goes, "I assaulted 3.
Oh my God. Get it right.
Get it right.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
like this one kind of pins him out to be more of like a detective. Like we're seeing more of a detective crime solving side of him, because he makes a point to like solve a crime. He does like a stakeout with Gordon, and one great thing that I really liked was the fact that what the fuck did he do? It was right there.
Oh no. I don't know. I like this premise of Batman. While you're thinking about that, I like this premise of Batman being like a detective rather than just a guy who punches people.
I mean, he does definitely punch people too.
Well, to do both. Get you a Batman who can do both.
Who can do both?
All right. What's this part that you like?
The fact. Oh my God. There's a part where he has to like fly after. Like, he's gonna actually fly.
Okay.
You know how Batman just like kind of glides around and stuff like that?
Cape.
He has a cape and he has a grappling gun.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So like he uses the grappling gun to go up all the time, but at this point, like he figures it would be faster to just jump.
Yeah.
So he like deploys the wings, which are like, it looks like a squirrel suit.
Oh, awesome! I love it already.
So it kind of looks like shit, but then he goes down and something happens and he's not able to fly and he just falls.
Oh.
He falls.
Oh
like
no!
40 feet or more.
Robert, no!
Holy shit, man. And that was one of the parts that I really laughed at really loud because I'm like, oh my God, he's dead.
Well, it is fun. That's funny. I don't know.
It's actually pretty funny.
So,
one cool thing was that like a lot of times you'll see Batman and he'll have his cowl on, right? And his eyes are blacked out and they don't really say like what it is. With him, you see like it's actually like makeup.
Yeah, I always assumed it was like that like stuff that football players use for like.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like charcoal or some shit.
Some kabuki painting or whatever.
Kabukimon.
Yeah. So, but this has been kind of all in tying into your like your Batman spree.
It has, and I want to bring up one more thing real quick. It is long. This isn't the thing that I want to talk about, but it's a long movie. It's about almost 3 hours, like just shy. I know it's gonna be hard.
That's a 2-part venture for me.
I know, but I really do want you to watch it.
Yeah.
Or to see what I have seen it in the movie, because I think it's really good. The theme I think is really genius too, because it takes a lot of the animated series and like the Tim Burton.
Okay.
The Tim Burton kind of sounds like you can see it's gonna go there, and then it doesn't. Like it goes somewhere else, and it really moves through like this. The theme is kind of clunky in a sense that like it leads you to believe that like this is somebody that doesn't really know who they are. And I don't know, man. The music just really hits me.
Yeah, you sent me. I think it was the opening song or whatever.
It's like his theme that is in the movie. So just very good. And it ends with a banger, man. Like that theme at the end just ends so well.
I was gonna say spoilers, but it's literally for the music, so it doesn't matter.
It's just for the music. I'm not gonna spoil the movie. Watch it. It's long,
it,
and I think it's gonna be good.
I've been seeing a lot of good endorsement of Robert Pattinson as Batman too, because like I said, I know Ben Affleck is a very polarizing one, not just for me but for some others, and so like my mind is still on Christian Bale Batman as being like the good
Christian Bale with his fucking delivery to where's crime?
Where's crime?
Where's crime?
My favorite Batman.
My favorite line in that movie, that whole series, is in the last one, with the one with Bane and Catwoman too.
Oh yes,
Anne Hathaway. What a Catwoman.
God, they're really good at casting Catwoman when it's not an independent Catwoman movie.
Halle Berry was good. Just like she looked good.
She was not given a lot to work
the
with.
The basketball scene.
She was not given a lot to work with.
But
yeah.
So like good endorsement of the movie. It's got a good score. I think it has a lot of heart. I know you don't like Christian Bale as Ben
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Christian Bale has a really funny line in that movie with
probably
a couple, what is it called? Dark Knight Rises. He like meets Catwoman for the first time, and they need to escape a situation. So he like jumps down, he gets in the Batmobile with her, and she's like, my mother always told me not to get in strange cars with boys, and he goes, "This isn't a car."
Oh my god!
Oh
yeah. You sent me that, yeah.
So the delivery is so fucking like, I don't know if it's bad or good, but
yeah,
it just makes it for me.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's my Batman talk.
Well, before we close out, you've also been, I don't know if you've been playing this on your Twitch at twitch.tv/unoLumo. God of War, the newest iteration. Have you been playing that on?
I played it once. I played it once, and it was fun, but it's not a game that I can just play on Twitch and like not pick up again. I have to play it because it's really, really good.
That's great.
So like this series is really hitting a really tender note with me, because it's
You're
about
a dad.
I'm a dad.
Yeah.
And it's about like a dad and his kid and how they're getting through life, which is exactly what it's supposed to be, because it's the person who wrote it from that perspective of a father trying to connect with their son and like just be a good dad. It's steeped in a lot of Norse mythology. So you got Odin, you've got Tyr, you've got Freya and Freyr and Mimir and all those people that make Norse mythology very, very fun, which I didn't really know much about before the game, because I wasn't really big into Norse mythology.
Yeah.
I was big into Greek mythology, which is where Kratos started as.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it has spanned 2 pantheons.
Ooh.
And it's really good. Something just happened actually today before you came over, and it's a very sad moment. It's like near the end of the game.
Oh, is it the main game or a side quest?
It's part of the main game, and it's like the big twist at the end. I got you. And it just sucked.
So you've beat it already?
I haven't beat it yet. I'm at the point where I should be beating it, but I'm like, I'm gonna do that thing where I delay stuff, and I'm gonna do everything else.
Or you could stream it.
I could stream it. I probably won't get to stream it before
the finale.
I finish it.
Sorry. Maybe, but stay tuned.
Maybe stay tuned. Who knows?
Or side quest, or just general screwing around, or whatever.
Just general fucking around. Yeah. Anyways, it's a really good story. I love the fact that Kratos has gone from this like grumbly, mumbly anti-hero, and kind of growing into his own as a father and as a person who's actually considering people's feelings instead of just chopping them to pieces. Which he does a fair amount of that too.
Oh, perfect. All right, good. That part of the game is still intact.
So that part's fine.
Whew.
What it did, it's so hard to explain this if you haven't played the first one. Like, so it's rich in story. It's got great sound to go with it, to the point that I was watching this game and playing it, and then watching a movie that dealt with like Norse mythology at the same time, or like Vikings, and the scores like complemented each other. It was great.
Oh, good.
And then you get this great voice cast.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's
good voice actors. Everything is so good. The combat is so much fun. They didn't fuck it up.
Yay.
A lot of times you get a sequel for something and they completely fuck it up, whether it's a movie or like a game. They like try to be inventive.
Yeah.
No, they said, this works. We're going to keep it, but we're going to add to it. And the stuff they added is so fucking good.
Yeah.
That I don't even understand how they thought to do it. So anyways, it's between God of War Ragnarok, which is a great game, or Elden Ring this year for my game of the year.
Ooh.
And that's
We'll have to get your final verdict in a couple episodes from now.
That's right. Next year.
Yeah.
That's right. Anyways, I think we're coming to a close, right?
I think so.
My friend?
Yeah, on the last episode, we ended on a thing that I had been obsessed with, and so I wanted to give you your due.
Well, thanks. That's very nice. It's not a competition.
No.
I don't ever feel like I need to say the same amount that you say. I'm just happy to talk.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to share our ideas.
Just two millennials talking about whatever the hell we want. Yeah.
Yeah. Like naked celebrities.
Wait, who's a naked celebrity?
I don't know. But they could be naked. And we might talk about them. Hopefully it's not Nick Cannon.
Oh, God. All right. Well, this is your celebrity prediction for whatever. Okay, on that note.
Naked Nick Cannon. That's my prediction.
All right. Ew. All right. No,
Sorry.
No. All right.
Anyway.
He's
naked a lot.
I don't want to. I don't.
Probably.
All right.
I'm going to stop.
Okay, please do. Please do. Thank you guys for listening or watching. We are almost done for the year.
Correct.
Which is crazy. I don't know.
Very, very crazy. Very surreal.
So we'll be talking about that the next episode. And just a bunch of nostalgia talk, which really is pretty much what we're best at, I think. So
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree. I hope everything is going well with everybody. I know that everyone's preparing for the holidays, so
and those can be rough times. So
those can be rough times. You know, do what you got to do. Step away if you need to step away. A lot of people have family drama, and that's never fun to deal with.
No.
So the holidays can be a very chaotic and tough time to deal with. But deal with it any way you can. Nothing dangerous, hopefully.
Stay safe while shopping.
Exactly.
So.
And if you would like to check out more of Tory, you can go to her YouTube, youtube.com/AzarethsFlame, and that is Azareth's Flame with 2 E's. I'm sorry.
There's also Twitter, where I will be unprivate. I'll go back to public and face the wrath of whoever.
And if she goes back to public, she'll be at twitter.com/trippydes, TRIPPYDESU.
And if you want to see Lewis stream Ragnarok or really whatever, the variety is the spice of life.
If I can get it to work.
Uno. Oh my God, that was such a fun one. If you want to see more fun streams with Ubisoft, the best game company, or others.
Hard.
Be difficult. Go to twitch.tv/UnoLumo, or you can find him doing updates on when he is going to do Twitch stuff. Also, anyway, on his Twitter at the same, as long as Elon lets us stay on Twitter.
Elon.
And you can also follow us on Twitter and TikTok at LEM'n'TEA Podcast, where there will be a TikTok eventually. So maybe.
I don't want to play this ping pong.
I just want my school to be over so I can film a TikTok. Thanks, Soyeon. Songwriter of the Year.
God.
She got an award for that.
She's incredible to me.
Yeah.
I really think so.
She's my hero. She's my idol.
She is my idol.
Just her idol.
Just me?
Idol. All right. Anyway.
Anyways, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. 2 more episodes to go. Then this season is over.
I know. Yeah, I guess it is a season, huh?
Maybe, right?
I guess.
Holy shit. Anyways.
Season 1. Woohoo!
Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great week. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Just you, idol.
Just me. Idol.